In this video, I want to talk about calisthenics, but bring a unique perspective to the sport, because we've all seen videos of people reacting to calisthenics in the gym or out in public, but their expressions say a lot about what they witnessed. Usually it's shock, excitement, or admiration, but the emotion that's led me and other athletes to train in this discipline is inspiration. Inspiration to go on a journey of not just learning exercises that look cool, but to master our body weight. To move one's body in such a way, the fluidity, the control, you achieve a sense of freedom. The freedom of movement not many people possess, but everyone has the potential to unlock. This is how calisthenics leads to enlightenment. But first, we need to start at the beginning. So before doing bodyweight training, I was just your average everyday gym bro who trained for aesthetics. I used to be so obsessed with getting a six-pack because I thought that would make me more attractive that I didn't care too much about strength, but rather wanted the looks and aesthetics of an anime character. And one day, I came across a video, 3 exercises to get a six-pack. The first 2 exercises I did no problem, but the last exercise was an L-sit on the floor. Now prior to this, I had been consistently training for a year, but I was immediately humbled when I could not do this move. From there, I looked up L-sit tutorials, learned about the concept of progressions, and soon had a training plan specific to one move. A few weeks later, and I still couldn't do it on the floor, but I was able to do it on an elevated surface. But an exercise that on the surface appears so easy and simple, taking me weeks to unlock, was the wake-up call that I didn't know I needed. Next thing I know, I watch a video of people reacting to calisthenics in the gym, and my mind is just blown away. People were moving their bodies in ways I had never seen before. Straddle planching on treadmill, front lever pull-ups, one-arm handstands, swing 360s, flipping around bars. I didn't know what I was witnessing. I just thought it was amazing. Fast forward a year and 4 months, and I'm actually training for the very exercises that got me hooked into this sport. Contrary to most sports, I'm no longer limited to a gym or a controlled environment to exercise. A park, my room, anywhere in my school, anywhere with the ground and some objects, I can manipulate and effectively be transformed into my own gym. And I think that is a big part of what makes calisthenics so enlightening.
I think calisthenics is the foundation, or should be at least the foundation of everything, especially when it comes to moving your body, especially when we're talking about playing sports, just competing at a high level.
Some sports have an emphasis on elements like strength, agility, coordination, but strength, flexibility, balance, technique, body control, and proprioception can all play a factor in mastering just one move. Between statics, sets and reps, weighted, hand balancing, and freestyle, all these subcategories work together in expressing the human body in ways most people can't even imagine.
Now, calisthenics has evolved into something that's really pushing the boundaries of what humans thought. People are unlocking more and more crazy moves that people thought were inconceivable at one point. Calisthenics is the most primal art form there is, because before paintbrushes, before instruments, people just had their bodies.
Some people try and recreate the same picture, and they'll have different ways of doing it. You might still get that same image that's not quite the same, but it's your own twist on things. There is a degree of calisthenics where you need to put your own kind of passion into it, your own spirit, if you would. And for me, that's really came out with handstands and kind of trying to find different ways of where I can kind of fully control everything, every part of me.
Those exercises anime characters seem to do so effortlessly suddenly aren't such fantasy after all. The stronger, more flexible you become, the more possibilities open up to you. Sooner or later, not only do you develop the aesthetics of an anime character, but more importantly, the strength. It's led me to have a deeper understanding of what training truly means, because you're likely to experience failure in a way you've never experienced it before.
It takes a lot of work and time to, master the craft and to learn the craft. When it comes to learning different moves, like for starters, the muscle up. That in itself, to the average eye, is like a tough move, and for somebody that has never done a muscle up, has never done pull-ups, that is a tough move. but it's an art to be able to rep pull-ups and then get to explosive pull-ups, eventually to be able to get the muscle up. It takes time and thousands of reps to do over and over and over again before you can fully be able to unlock that move.
I think it definitely unlocks a side of you that you may not realize you have. Not everybody wakes up and says, you know, oh, I'm gonna hold myself upside down and do a push-up, or oh, I'm gonna jump off the bar and spin around and catch it and stand on it. And you know, that's not a normal everyday thing. But as soon as you can do that, and you know you can do that, it definitely brings a kind of level of confidence to yourself and kind of your character. And through that, I've been able to grow, not only in my fitness, and I don't think I look bad, but more of I've been able to grow mentally. I mean, I film a lot of things, Cowboy Calisthenics, and I like expressing myself in that manner, and kind of seeing what different kind of crazy creations I can come up with. So it is a form of art. It is a form of enlightenment, if you would, for me. But everybody has their own way of expressing themselves in calisthenics, and that's what makes it so fun.
People are becoming more siloed at the gym because they go with their headphones or their earbuds and they just do their workout. You know, everyone's kind of just like eyeing each other from the side eye, whereas in calisthenics, everyone's talking, everyone's working together, everyone's trying to support each other. That's the beautiful thing about calisthenics, and that's part of the art form, is the socialization aspect of sharing what you've done, sharing what you've been working on, sharing your canvas to other people.
My intro into calisthenics was seeing movement at a very high level, and like many other people, that was their initial exposure into the sport. And it can be intimidating and discouraging, thinking, I can never do that, or how do I get started? The path is long and can be intimidating, but it's important to remember that we're all on our own journey. So how do you get started? How do you begin the path to mastering your own body? Just start. Push-ups, pull-ups, dips, squats, the fundamentals. Just do the fundamentals and the rest will follow. Calisthenics is more than just working out. It's also an art form. The way gymnasts perform the routines on rings is in many ways the same way street workout athletes exercise on the ground or on the bars. Or any athlete, really. We all just reach that flow state. No thoughts, just movement. Movement that creates art.